Hi, welcome back again to Auto Transport Intel State of Car Hauling Address. Today is Friday, April 17th. It is approximately noon Central Time. Let's go ahead and jump into some news. See what we've got today. Lots happened in the last couple days. I think you know, and if you don't, I want to make sure you do know that Governor Gretchen Whitmer in Michigan, she does now say that auto dealers are essential. She has changed the conditions. Now dealers can sell online in Michigan. The showrooms remain closed. That's great news. Dealerships can operate electronically under the new executive order. And that's good. Comes in time for, did you see the Michigan protests over the stay-at-home order? I mean, you go overboard. That's what you get. Michigan seems to have gone a little bit overboard. It's just an opinion that many share. Pennsylvania also seems to have its own executive order conflagrations. For example, Pennsylvania dealer talking about losing sales to neighboring states. Something to think about. Dealerships, in fact, dealerships in other states are advertising in Pennsylvania. How do you like those apples? Isn't allowed to sell even online. Really? Okay, well, you see what happened in Michigan. Bursting at the seams, vehicle storage. Also theft being reported. It's a problem. In fact, this is why you'll see looking for a 5 or 6 car hauler. Within 7 hours, a dozen trailers were listed. That was on Facebook. OIDA talks about the White House needs small business truckers and industry groups. And there's been a push for that for a while. It was good to see. It's good to see trucks on the White House driveway there. In fact, this was yesterday. Trump's 3-phase reopening plan. I'm sure you've heard about this. If you haven't, it's good news. He's released the Opening Up America Again guidelines. Again, 3 phases. Phase 1 can reopen if states. Now, the state governors get to decide how they do this. The local officials, not just the governors probably, but they're going to talk and work out. They got to have strict social distancing. Schools remain closed. Bars closed. That's phase 1. So that would be, I think that's probably where we are now, or we're pre-phase 1. Phase 2, schools can reopen. Non-essential travel can resume. Probably looking at what, July, August? Getting in time for schools to open back up in August. And avoid gatherings of 50 individuals. Restaurants, movie theaters, moderate social distancing rules. That'll be interesting. Phase 3, employers can resume unrestricted staffing. And the question is, well, if this is a seasonal virus, by the time we get to phase 3, are we going to go back into phase 1? Big picture leaves the final say in loosening of restrictions with state and local officials, urging people to wear face masks and covering in public. We saw how that went on the bus in Philly. Midwest governors announce an alliance. Now that's interesting. I think we're going to see a lot of these alliances. Illinois, Michigan, Ohio, Indiana, Kentucky, Wisconsin, Minnesota. It's a good deal that they got Michigan in their alliance. That's good. It's good stuff. Hopefully these alliances head in the right direction. We'll find out. Gradual reopening checklist. We're going to be seeing a lot of this in the coming months. And we're going to be seeing a lot of this in the coming months. So how can you incorporate this into your business? I think that is the question, something to think about. This is the Car Shipping Business Channel. Appreciate you for watching, joining us today. Now let's go ahead and see what is going on with Ty, our man on the street. Ty, what's happening?
Hey Jay, thanks for having me.
Hey man, thanks for joining me.
Anytime.
Afternoon.
Afternoon. I'm seeing some activity, and it's good to see activity. By the way,
Activity's good.
very good. I don't know if you can hear the rumble of the diesel motors behind me, but there's actually something going on. Can you see it?
Okay, so I think I see human beings, or at least I see the evidence of human beings.
Maybe we can see human. Can you see human beings now?
Well, I see a car hauler.
Yeah, there's
Holy, I see a car hauler, a tow truck, I see vehicles. Now that implies human beings. It's kind of like when a paleontologist is finding some fossils, that's evidence of life. So I see evidence of life.
I like your analogy Wednesday about the avalanche, volcano, and then the first little sprouts of
Yeah.
start showing up. So
Yeah.
here's what I think. I watched probably at least half of the update, presidential daily briefing, whatever that
Me
is.
too. Me too. I watch them. Yeah.
And I try to watch them. I take these off and I put on my car dealer glasses, right?
Ooh, good call.
And
Nice.
I try to interpret what I hear on the TV through the glasses of a car dealer. I've
I
been
like it.
hanging out with car dealers for probably 20 years now. They tend to be aggressive and they tend to interpret things a little different. So, as I was watching last night through my car dealer lens, I heard we're going to open business back up probably by May 1st and look out. So being here today, it's funny because it was just 2 days ago we were here, same parking lot,
Nothing.
vacant,
Nothing.
empty.
Yeah.
Now I'm looking around. There's still plenty of cars inside the auction, and they're still bringing more in. So
Yeah.
you still got the supply problem.
Supply, yeah.
Yeah, supply. So the question is, and it's not really. It's kind of an inch just because of the way my brain thinks. So it's weird because car dealers, not all of them, but typically manage their money very well, and they're shrewd, very good business guys. So what they're going to be looking for right now is really good buys, right? So it's funny because we use that term thinning of the herd. Cars are kind of similar, meaning there's probably some car dealers that will probably reach a point where I don't care what I get out of that car, just sell it, gone. And there's probably some guys who've managed their money and business and time and life real well, and they're probably going to be buying those things like crazy. So I think I'm going to go with play it smart. Jay and I have got some new information coming out in the near future that I think is going to be brilliant for guys like you that are running your own show, trying to build a business in a really difficult time, by the way. So we'll be probably unveiling that in the next week or so, right, Jay? Something like that.
What are we unveiling? I'm just excited to see people working. Plus, I'm in the live chat. Okay, so check this out. Woo! Car haulers moving. Brian Ardman, he says he's been working the whole time. He's loaded with 4 headed home to Florida. That's great. Allison Almeida's talking about DMV. Title and registration. That's a big one.
Well, that's what I was saying. I think we're going to be unveiling something, maybe a month. I don't know, next couple of weeks, whenever it is. We're trying to come up with the end delivery. Is that right?
Oh, last mile, final mile.
Right.
Oh, I got you. I know what you're talking about. Yes. Well, we are. Yeah, we're focused on. I mean, if we what do we call it? COVID-19 final mile, something like that.
Yeah.
Right.
Whatever we call it.
Right.
The point is that I don't know everything. Jay doesn't know everything, but we know a lot of people. Yeah, we really don't. It's true.
Crazy.
No, I'm not kidding.
I know, man. I didn't know he'd be here. I'm so glad to see that.
Yeah. So,
never thought I'd get so excited to see a car hauler running.
Well, Wednesday, man, I thought you were going to come through the monitor. I was like, wow.
I know. That guy was delivering.
Yeah.
Hey, guys, we're only going to keep you a few more minutes because we know you're busy. Does anybody have anything? Exotic says hello. Hey, what's up, Exotic? Does anybody have anything they want to say, want to share? And in fact, Ty, you were talking about the dealers. Tell me more. What are your other thoughts? I mean, you're talking about reopening in May. What else? Like, definitely. I mean, selling online, home delivery.
Well, see, you got to look. Okay, so remember we were talking Wednesday, supply and demand. So I look at it from a lot of different perspectives. Primarily used cars, right? So used cars, that's where it's at for Ty anyway. The dealers, if they've already got a pretty significant used car inventory, Are they going to go out and buy cars right now? Maybe, maybe not. If they're shrewd and they see a good deal, I
I
promise.
was just saying a good deal, and that's why prices are going down.
Right. So there's a
Exactly.
lot of supply. That means either the price has got to go down, and then okay, so that's the inventory. Now we got to look at who's going to go buy a car right now.
And that's another problem. As long as there's a good deal, it's all about actually, and everything right now is about good deals. Everything.
Right. So it's not so much. You got to realize, guys, and I'm not being mean. You got to realize a lot of people live paycheck to paycheck. So if I can get you into a new car today, right now, with maybe little down, and you don't have to make a payment for, say, well, I don't know, 120 days or 90 days, and then I'll finance it for 84 months, you might go ahead and think about buying a car, right?
Mm-hmm.
Especially used cars. Especially, watch what's going to happen. You're going to start seeing some really incredible incentives on used cars. There's
Yeah.
simple incentives to a new car. Why? We have to stimulate the economy, Jay. Everybody needs a car, right? Because we're all going to go back to work. So if you really need a car, come on down online, however you do it. That's where I think it's going to get interesting. The online and delivery, because they're going to keep telling people be scared, right? That we got to capitalize off of fear, guys. Don't go to the dealership, buy it online.
Going to the dark side here. See this,
Oh,
right? But here's another question. If more people start to work online, is there less demand for cars? I don't want to get crazy, but I do think that there are some marketplace factors that are going to kind of change a little.
right, and that's where I think it's beautiful because I was Max Zane, he's on LinkedIn.
Yeah.
His article about, hey guys, don't worry, this whole digital thing that everybody's pushing,
See, and I don't know if that's 100%.
Well, I agree. What I think you're gonna see is they're all gonna come together.
But there'll be a pivot too.
Yeah. Anyway, however it pans out, if everybody's learned one thing right now during this whole thing, what is it? I miss people. I miss work.
Oh my gosh,
it's
people.
True. I want to live my life. I want to go to the auction. I want to go to the store. I want to go out and eat. All these things require interacting with other people, right?
Yeah, we do. We need people. We need each other. Holy mackerel, we need each other.
It's weird because what do I always say, Jay?
We thought for sure that wasn't true.
It's all about relationships.
It is.
Right?
It really is. It's cool. The chicken come home to roost, man. By the way, Brian, here's what Brian's been moving: ACV, Carvana, Vroom.
Yeah.
All right.
The digital side of this, and what I'm talking to, this has been a great time for me as well. I'm sure for you. I'm talking to people that I haven't talked to for a long time, and we're having these incredible conversations about what's this going to look like when we're done on the other side. Is things going to be different? Is it going to be creepy, weird? Is it going to be normal? Trump's up there saying it's going to be normal. If you can fit 110,000 people in the stadium, I want 115. That's normal. That's what we call normal. Car dealers aren't any different. I like normal. I like people in and out of my showroom. I like people in my service. I like people in the parking lot. I like people.
Yeah.
So,
but see, that's why I think some things will change for a while. In 10 years, life will be normal and we'll have a whole new set of problems like aliens and whatnot. But until that time, I know, right? But until that time, we're going to be in this kind of mask. We're going to be living with masks for a little while.
Maybe.
I'm not saying you have to. I'm just saying you're going to see masks.
Yeah.
We are going to see people wearing masks because that was weird a couple months ago, right? Like, really? I'm gonna wear a mask. We're gonna see Americans wearing masks for the next year or two. That's my prediction.
Well, the thing that and I don't want to be the guy that's always ragging on everything, but really, guys, what were we doing 2 months ago, 3 months ago? Think about it.
Putting stuff off. We were right.
No, I wasn't. I was in the middle of big crowds, touching people, licking stuff.
Okay.
Whatever you can do. That's what
some people. Well, okay. What I was gonna say was, we had totally different answers there. What I was gonna say was,
live your life.
2 months ago, I think a lot of us we were still putting things off, and we are. What's interesting right now, we're no longer able to put things off. or whatever we were going to put off. Maybe it's a good thing we were putting it off and we're doing something else. But no matter what you're doing right now, you're definitely looking at whatever you've got and going, all right, now what do I do? This is a time of change, adaptation, and innovation. So,
Yeah. Well, you were there. I mean, we were doing pre-show, whatever we do, and I got a phone call, and you heard the call. I hate load boards. Excuse me. I hate load boards. This sucks. Blah blah blah. You heard what I told the dude. Get your butt back home. Let's go back to the old plan, which is start in our backyard.
that guy, okay, yeah, and I do. We'll talk about that for a second. I heard that phone call, and that guy was saying what I've heard said for years. It's the same. It's like an old recording that somebody found from the 1950s, and you can hear it every day. I'm tired of the rates. I'm tired of this. And like you just said, well, you know what? It's time to try something different.
Yeah. So that's the fun part about what Jay and I get to do is we get to come up with these great ideas that we talk to a lot of people that are doing different things, trying to make things work, trying to bring things together. And I've heard you last night, you said it. This is the most fragmented industry I've ever seen in my life.
It's wild.
So we're here to try to lessen the fragmentation and still help you become successful at your business.
When I talk about car shipping industry problems to people in other industries, they're like, really?
Yeah, exactly.
They think we're from like another bygone black and white television era. They're like, what? You guys don't have like, you're still using like papers? You're shuffling papers and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the fun part, guys. I mean, here's the beautiful part. I'm not a techie guy, never have been. But I'm starting to get into tech because I see some really big opportunity around.
Oh my gosh, tech is where it's at, especially now.
For a carrier, I'm not saying as a tech guy, I'm not ever going to be a tech guy.
No, gosh, I'm not starting a.
I'm saying if I'm a business and my business is hauling cars, I see opportunity to implement, add to technology to your business that has the potential to make more revenue for you.
In fact, so if you can integrate more technology and integrate this need for Uber cleanliness car shipping, like final mile Uber cleanliness car shipping, just change the company name right now. Find out what it's going to take to be the cleanest guy in town and tell everybody. That is literally an ad campaign right now.
Yeah, and I think it'll have some value later.
Don't use the word guarantee. Don't use the word guarantee. Use that 99.9%. People love that.
Disinfects.
Yeah. And just stock up. Like the side of that car haul, you should have buckets of like, you know, whatever. I see, that's the thing. I don't know what it looks like. I don't know. But I do know this. If you can tell the dealer that you'll deliver cars and clean the heck out of it, they'll be like, oh, God, please haul my car.
Well, there's some more to it, too. I'm excited.
Well, there is. We're working on it. Yeah.
So,
okay.
It's going to be some good stuff. I'm excited.
So, which is ironic because nobody can get cleaning supplies. But actually, we're going to be learning more about that. I talked to a guy yesterday at a company called PermaSafe. Anyways, we're going to be talking more about this stuff. It's not it's not all doom and gloom.
Yeah, and I'm going to go ahead and say goodbye, but here's what I want to say goodbye with. It's cloudy and cold out today, but it feels like the sun's shining. There's cars in the parking lot. Something happened, right? It may not be what we're used to, but we're starting to see activity. And that's exciting. So don't be down. Don't be discouraged. Hang on. Things will get better. Call me if you need me. 417-483-2764. Connecting dealers, carriers, and auctions.
And you know what? I love what you said. I'm going to say this. You know what? We've only been in this for 1 month. It just feels like forever.
Feels terrible.
A month from now, there'll be more cars in that parking lot.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Thanks on that. Thanks,
okay.
Jay.
Thank you so much, man. You take care.
All right. Bye-bye.
All right. See you, buddy. Awesome. Thank you guys so much for joining us today for the State of Car Hauling Address, Wednesday, April 17th. We do hope you have a good weekend. We hope that some of this information helps you. We really do want you to adapt and stay safe and be here when the sun continues to come out from behind the clouds. Things are going to get better. Hang in there. We'll see you on Monday. Thanks again for tuning in. You be safe out there. Peace.